We've made a lot of pains to keep it away from sounding like soundscapes and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, create something that isn't conventional and that aren't conventional sounding songs. But this also feels kind of risky in its way too, you know. And weirdly enough, that, you know, it's become a very beautiful and kind of melodic kind of record, you know. That was something that was pretty unexpected, actually.
The people, they know the Bad Seeds, they will be surprised.
Got it almost immediately that we wanted to do something different.
There are no rules. It's not, but there are, but there are no kind of, it's just not your typical band. That's what makes them so great. There's a real connection with the music and the lyrics and the way in which he, sometimes just his voice alone against this kind of weird, loopy kind of electronic. It's, you know, there's elements of like, it's not electronica at all, but it's there.
We wanted to kind of take it back to something that, you know, had like a couple of good long songs on it and a smattering of other tracks, and that's kind of what you get. But we've kind of, these songs have all come up really well, and so it's quite difficult now to actually work out what we're going to put on
it. I wanted the music to be very moving and sort of have landscapes of sound, and for it to be very, very different to anything that anybody's done before.
What we were looking for when we eventually went in there and started messing around like we've done for the past couple of albums, and then going through that and finding ideas that feel like they've gone somewhere else or feel new to us, unfamiliar.
There are quite a lot of songs on this album that are done to a loop that Warren has created, and he's created some amazing ones this time. They don't fit any kind of particular timing, but it feels right. In fact, it feels great.
Warren's loop music and all the sounds, I just followed with the first reaction when I heard it. So I started playing quite quickly when he turned on the music, and then it just followed that psychedelic music. So I didn't think much while I'm playing, I just grooved along this new sound. It was really completely different.
La Fabrique at Saint-Rémy-de-Provence. It was just the idea of creating sort of a paradise for a musician, artist, producer.
The fact that you've got all this music that you're surrounded by, like this huge classical record collection in the studio, and it's there. So that's got to be good for being creative and being in the right place.
A friend of mine, an artist, said it's the place to be. I mean, the place to play, the place to compose, the place to write, the place to record, so the place to be in a way.
It has to feel like it surprises you, you know. I mean, at first, and then after a while it doesn't. I mean, I don't listen to them after that, but it has to feel like you know, that word surprenant. I don't know what the word is. It's like, it's surprising in French. It's surprenant. So that it's, you have to go like, when you hear it, like, it catches you off guard.
On Jubilee Street, there is a girl named B. She had a history, but she's got no past.
Jubilee Street, it's such a slow, laid back, just really backing off, and it just grows and builds. So by the end of the song, it's just going.
You know, that was like one of the first things we did with Tommy. We just ended up using that kind of first take with Tommy, and it was, we couldn't get it any better. First take, beautiful.
So for me, was this a complete new thing, how to play the drums to a sound like this.
We really very, very clearly know what we don't want. We don't really know what we want, but we certainly know what we don't want, and it's avoiding those kind of known entities within songwriting that we're desperately trying to get away from. The Mai eat the pygmy, right here to the Mai, because the Mau is another tribe. The Mai, can you feel my heartbeat? All the flame trees groove to the hid's bosun. You wave at the sky with wide lovely eyes, and I dance to the western road. I say life's a gas, I say life's a blast.
So it's going to be a really, really different album to anything I've ever heard before.
As for what it's called, if we use that photo, I guess we call it Push the Sky Away. I have to have a think about whether it's the right photograph for this record. It was the right photograph for the record I had in my head before I came in the studio, but things change and it's a different kind of record. You wave and wave with your wide, lovely eyes. Distant waves and waves of distant love. You wave and say goodbye.
I love making things. I mean, the reason that I keep doing it is because I genuinely really enjoy doing it.
The need to continue, that's one thing, right? That's what it is all about as far as I'm concerned. And I don't really care about the product actually that much, just as long as it leaves doors open to kind of continue on in some kind of way, because it's that need to work that's pretty much fundamental for me. Can we play the track?